You are a first-time home buyer, listen up, because this is for you. If you are a first-time home buyer or you are a military family, a part of a military family, and you're dreaming of home ownership and you're worried about savings, not having enough money, I know that is the two biggest setback for people wanting to buy homes are one, credit score, and two, down payment. Sometimes they do have the credit score, they don't have the down payment, and then sometimes when somebody have the down payment, they don't really have the credit score. But in this one, I want to talk to you about not having, if you don't have a down payment, how you can actually still buy a home even if you don't have any money saved. This is called again the Navy Federal Homebuyer Choice Program, and it is for military families and for first-time home buyers. So let's jump right into it. Again, if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that. Hit the notification bell so you can know every time I upload a new video. Let's jump right into it. And don't forget, if you have questions, put them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Let's jump right into this thing. The Navy Federal Home Choice Program is a set of loan products that make homeownership more accessible even if you don't have thousands of dollars saved up. It includes two options. There is one for the Homebuyer Choice Loan, and then there is the Military Choice Loan. So both programs offer 100% financing. So that means no down payment. And one of the great things about it as well is that there is no PMI, so no private mortgage insurance. So that is huge because private mortgage insurance can add up to be hundreds of dollars on your mortgage, right? So if you have no PMI, that's hundreds of dollars less for your mortgage payment. So 100% financing, no PMI, and that can save you some money on your monthly mortgage bill. Let's talk first about the Homebuyer Choice Loan. This one is designed for first-time home buyers and civilians, all right? And so again, it has no down payment, no PMI, and it has a fixed loan rate, right? A fixed rate. So that means your payment is going to remain the same. It's not going to change over the course of the loan. It might come with slightly higher interest rates compared to the military loan, and you will most likely need a higher credit score to be able to qualify for that particular loan. So if your credit is solid, but your saving is tight, you might want to look into the Navy Federal Home Buyer Choice Program. The military choice is for active military members, so active duty, reserves, veterans, and retirees. So if you're part of a military family and you are a member of the Veterans Credit Union, then you might qualify for that particular loan. Again, no down payment, no PMI, fixed rate, which makes it more affordable than regular loan if you can qualify for it. So here's the bonus. You can use this loan even as a military person. You can use this loan even if you've already used your military benefits, and the seller can also contribute towards your closing costs, which would make it even more affordable for you. That means you could walk into a new home with very little or sometimes nothing out of pocket if you're looking to buy a house and you are tight on money. And sometimes it's not even just being tight on money per se, but you don't want to drain your account, you don't want to drain your savings, then you might want to look into Homebuyer Choice and Military Choice Loan Program. Both loans comes with some really helpful benefits. Again, fixed rates. Your monthly principal and interest never change. No refi rate drops. You can lower your rate without a full refinance. So just for a small fee, instead of going through the whole refinancing process, if the rate drops, you can lower your rate by just paying a fee and without going through the whole refinancing process. There is the funding fee, usually about 1.75%, and that can be rolled into the loan. You can pay that as an upfront fee, or if you put down a little bit more, let's say you put down, because this is a zero down loan, but if you put down 3% or more, then you can waive that 1.75% funding fee. So you can buy a home now and still take advantage of a lower rate the market shifts. Before you apply, there are really important things that you must understand. You must be a member of Navy Federal Credit Union to get any of their loans, okay? Membership is limited to people connected to the military, Department of Defense, the DoD, or their families. So here's who are eligible to be part of the credit union. So active duty, retired or veteran military members, members of the National Guard or Space Force, members of the Department of Defense, civilian employees, family members of eligible members like their spouse, your parents, your siblings, and all their children, even their grandchildren, can actually become part of Navy Federal Credit Union. So if you are in the military, any part of it, any branch of it, Navy Federal Credit Union is exactly for you. So I would become part of that credit union, even if you don't want to buy a house yet. Become part of it so that when you do ready to buy a house, not that you have to wait to buy a house, you just have to be a member. Once you are a member, then applying for the loan itself is simple. So here's how you do it. You join the Navy Federal and meet the membership criteria, and you set up an account, right? You apply online, you start your mortgage application process on their website. You provide your details, whatever it is they're asking for, like your income, your employment, and your housing and all of that. And then if you can't afford it, you can even consider a co-applicant. And yes, again, the co-applicant also has to be a member of the Navy Federal Credit Union. If you're looking for something different other than the FHA loan and you want something with no PMI, and if you're a member of Navy Federal, then that might be a route that you can go. Remember, Navy Federal generally looks for a minimum credit score of 620, but you'll get better rates with a credit score of 700 or higher. You need about a 720 for the Homebuyer Choice Loans. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or military family, Navy Federal Home Choice Program could be your key to home ownership with zero down. If you're looking for one of those zero down loans, then you might want to look into Navy Federal. If you are ready to explore your option or you need help figuring out which program fits you best, reach out. I'd love to help you navigate the process, especially here in the Tampa Bay area. So again, remember, Navy Federal Home Choice Program, it is for their members, but if you are a military family, you can, if you're part of a military family, you can definitely become a member of the credit union. If you are not military yourself, but your family is, your dad, your brother, your mom, you can join because of them, if and using their military status to do that as well. If you want to buy a house for zero down, you want a house with fixed rate, you want a house that you could possibly still get a lower rate if the rate comes down, you can do that without even having to refinance, then Navy Federal is the way for you to go. Again, my name is Josette, a local real estate agent here in the Tampa Bay area. I love helping home buyers navigate these waters of home ownership, because it's really a process to go from becoming a renter to being a homeowner. And sometimes people do not understand what it all takes, what it all entails. And so I like to bring you the information that you can use. I like to find the programs out there. You know, Bank of America have their own program, GTE have their own program. Now I'm bringing you Navy Federal, who has their own program. If you're looking for that, please feel free to reach out. I would love to help you transition from being a renter into a homeowner. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.